to my channel. My name is Kamsi. It's the first time you're seeing this beautiful face. Please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and giving this video a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying it. And if it's not, hi guys, welcome back. So let's address it. I have braces on and I sound like a fool, but it's fine. That is the price of beauty. Okay, so let's just try and get over this. I'm still trying to learn how to talk with it. I have a little bit of a list, but hopefully you can still hear me properly. And yeah, so yeah, let's just get right into the point of this video. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's this new video going, it's trending right now. It's called Blue Therapy, and I won't even lie, I had skipped it a couple of times because I thought it was Backchat, and I used to be a fan of Backchat back in uni, but honestly at some point I just didn't care what they had to say, so I stopped watching it. But then a friend of mine has shared it to the group, and then she was like, no, it's actually like a therapy. So I never even bothered looking at the topic. I saw Chioma's face, I was like, this Backchat. I like Chioma, but I was like, I don't have time for Backchat. When she said, no, that's Chioma's man and the therapy, I said, Chioma's what? Therapy? Okay. You know me, my Asiri game, my Asiri senses picked up, and I was like, okay, let me actually watch it. And, Chioma, sis, come. Let me give you a hug. Come. But yeah, so I put it on my Instagram story, and people were like, oh my god, this one, that one. People had some new opinions, and I was like, you know what, let me actually react to this, because me, I would actually want to hear someone else like give their own opinion on this, because it's like, what? Okay, so disclaimer, I'm not a therapist. I'm not judging or anything, but they have put their business online and I'm just reacting to it and giving my opinions on it. So yeah, without further ado, let's just start the video.
Myself and my boyfriend have been going through a lot lately. This is the last leg for us. We're really hanging in our relationship. I've seen an opportunity for a social experiment, and I think that it's best we both come here and get some help.
I've been with my partner for 3 years now. Just like everyone else, we've had our ups and downs, you know, things happen. But coming to therapy with a camera for some social experiment, it's a red flag, to be fair.
I wouldn't say we've deteriorated to a point of no return, but at the end of the day, we're progressing.
I'm so sorry, but these guys' facial, like, I wish this was like my first time, but this is my second time. I just watched it once. This guy's facial expression was killing me. Like, he really thinks he's like the main character here, you know. My baby's the one that wants this and that one.
Of course, this isn't my first time on camera. I'm very comfortable in front of camera. I understand Paul isn't. I didn't bring him here to embarrass him though. This is kind of like shock therapy. It might shock him into kind of...
Nah, when I said that, I was like, Shema really brought her man on here. I started watching the video, I was like, please, can we not put that online, because he was embarrassing.
I love you. You do know that, right? And I feel as though we've got different views of life. He has affluent friends. He feels like he has to fit in, which he might fit in as friendship, but when it comes to finances, he doesn't necessarily fit in. So if we're looking at percentage...
This is actually when I was like, yeah, Chioma, did you actually see that? I actually admire her honesty, because I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be this honest, like, knowing that this was going to be put online, like...
Right, so we literally just got here, like, we haven't been here for 5 minutes. Chioma's talking about finance to the bloody Denise, someone that we don't even know. Now,
you came for therapy. What is therapy for? Of course you don't bloody know her. She's a therapist. Like, it's not as if they picked her, like... What? No, why did you now come here? Talk about your names, and like, I just want to know what was going on in his mind when she said we are going to relationship therapists to talk about our relationship problems. Like, what?
I'm happy and I'm humble enough to be the brokest man in a room full of millionaires. Do you know why?
Okay.
Do you know who would have the most to benefit in that type of situation?
You would.
I don't know how long this is going to be, but I hate this thing he's doing. I hate when people sound condescending. Like, why is he talking? You know, like why you ask? I'm not his child. Like, well, I'm not 5. Like, you know, I'm happy to be. Who's the brokest? I beg you. I don't know this guy.
I have access to a good number of private members clubs. This is through the clients of mine. I train high net worth individuals, celebrities, you name it. Obviously, it's not everyone that's, invited. And I feel like that kind of affects Chioma, whereas before...
Like, what's the correlation from her saying that you tried to do this fake life to, like, how does her telling you that you spend above your means and you guys cannot afford it, to you saying that you get invited to exclusive meetings and then she's not invited and maybe that bothers her? Why, like, make it make sense. How does this even come together? And you can see how his mind is like...
Home, being neglected. When he comes home, he goes back to work. So my point is, you're putting too much emphasis on the way they see you. Why is that? You're supposed to...
Honestly, being a woman is just... You can obviously tell that she just wants more affection. Like, I just feel like men have this way of making women seem more complicated than we actually are. And we're not. And I feel like it's when we feel like we're being gaslighted or you're not understanding that we can go crazy. But literally, we just want the basics. Like, I feel like if this guy is giving Chioma now all the attention that she wants, like, she feels neglected, she's at home, everything, you go back to work. If he was giving her, like, as he comes back now, attention, even if, like, she might not like how he's spending out, it might not really affect her that much because she's getting that emotional, what's the word? She's getting the emotion that she wants. But when there's that, you're stripping her of the emotion, she doesn't even feel like your girl, like your girlfriend anymore. And then the money, you're even spending more money, then you're going out. Like, obviously, she's not going to be happy and she's going to keep, like, bringing up issues. Like, she's not happy.
With people that I deal with, they're on another level, to be fair. They're high net worth.
I've heard that they are high net worth. It's okay now. Jesus, please, next couple.
My partner's running late, I apologise.
Whose idea to come to the session was it?
It was Jamel's idea.
I don't actually understand how Jamil is late. He's the one that has brought me to this whole thing and you're late. I'm sitting here, I don't know the lady, I look very stupid.
Something you should know about me, I hate waiting. I do not like it. I feel like you don't value my time. I feel like you think I'm not doing anything with my time. Literally, you don't value, and I feel like you don't respect me. You might feel, I just say, to me, it has layers. And
management's not the issue. I feel like it's more down to communication.
Do you communicate that you're going to be late?
Of course. Originally, the time was for 8 p.m. Then I realised I double booked.
That's already an issue. We had pre-planned.
Honestly, I am with Debra, and I was with her for a bit before, we'll get to that. This kind of thing I feel like you don't respect, because if you're late, the least you can do is text me. Tell me that I'm running late. Don't tell me when we're supposed to meet at 8 p.m. and then it's 7:50 or 7:55. I'm like, I'm running late. Like, the hell? No.
Yeah, let me just complain about being late, but actually, just before she doesn't control it. She doesn't take consideration of my time, where I'm coming from, what I'm doing before. She just wants to set the time and expect to get there. They better run.
Just for the record, how would you like him to change? I don't think I like his drive.
I feel like if you're going to set a date and you tell me 8 p.m., why shouldn't I assume that you're going to be there at 8 p.m.? Like, you said 8 p.m., so you should know how your thing is. And then if I said 8 p.m. and it was not good for you, then you tell me right then and then that 8 p.m. will not be good for you. But I say doesn't consider where I'm coming from. Then why did you say 8 p.m.? I don't know, but I don't fly with that. Like,
You think we're business partners. We're not. I need love as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got a business, I work, but I still feed you, I still love on you, but I don't get, it's not reciprocated.
I'm thinking to myself, like, does she trust, do you trust me?
What?
Yes or no?
bruh. Again, she's talking about balance, like, still give her the emotional support and feeling that she wants while you grind. How does this equate to if she trusts you or not? Oh my goodness. At this point, this is usually when I now start crying. Out of frustration, because I'm talking to a brick wall, and it's actually so painful, especially if you're in a relationship with this person and you want it to work, but comprehension is just out the window.
What's the last loving thing you did for
Denise?
Yeah, Denise.
Look, we're not going to play the whole turn each other against each other. When's the last time you bought flowers? Look, forget about all of that. You've been called, or employed rather, to...
This was honestly when I just, every respect for this guy, just poof. How, the way he was talking to this lady, I was very embarrassed. Like I would let's just skip through it. This is actually like cringe.
First started the relationship, we were seeing each other quite often. Obviously, times have changed and shifted, and obviously our work schedules have gone busy. But now
Do you think you make time for me?
Yes, I do make time for you.
I like this Debra, babe. To an extent. I like how direct she is, which I'm kind of like that. Like, how do you think you make time for me? Like, she gets to the point. Like, do you think? And to me, honestly, I feel like people with her personality fit people with his type of personality, because he seems like a calmer guy. Because her personality is very like do, and I feel like I'm like that. So the type of person I would prefer would be someone that's a bit more laid back. Because if this one is fire, so it's also fire, the house will burn down. So someone needs to be fire, someone needs to be water, so that like when fire is coming, the water is pouring and all that, and then fire can learn from water as to how not to destroy everything, and then water can also learn from fire, in how to speak up more and say things. So I feel I like that dynamic anyway, but you really have to work hard to make it work.
Do you feel that you make time for Debra?
Most certainly.
I don't think he does.
You always feel like
When we first got together,
I don't know, and then the girl was like, you don't. Like, where is the rift? Because how can you feel like you make time while I don't feel like you do? I feel like men see that if they're in the same place, we made time now, I called you, but women are more like, we want more. Yeah, we were in the same place, but did we talk? Did we talk about our feelings? I don't know. So it's very frustrating when that person doesn't understand that.
we first got together, we were seeing each other up to 3 times a week. Now it's like once every 2 weeks. For me, I don't know if you want to spend time with me or not, but for me, that's like, what is the relationship? I'm going to see you
Once every 2 weeks? Like, I get how, like, the UK is and everything, but, like, I mean, we were in the same country. Once every 2 weeks? I don't know if they say I don't have 9 to 5, I don't get it, but, like, I feel like you make time for those, if you want, you make priority, like, that's a bit much.
What business are you in?
Yeah, answer the question, babe.
So what does my business have to do with the religion? Just asking.
I just don't know if I cut on camera, because this is the same way I reacted the first time, like, what was that? This guy is a child. I cannot lie. Like, you would see him and you think this one is an adult, this one is mature, like.
Seeing the way
I'm
that
a
you deal
provider.
with life. Sorry?
I'm a provider.
What is it that you do? I don't understand. Just
Well, I don't see how this is going to help our relationship in the long term. I just feel like she's just asking lots of intrusive questions that doesn't really...
She's a therapist. How is asking someone what you do? Can't you ask, literally, isn't that like one of the first few questions you ask a stranger? Or like, what do you do? Like, it's not that deep, guys. It's really not that deep. What do you do? Don't say I'm a provider. I'm trying so hard not to curse in this video. Like, what do you... Oh my God.
She's asking me, what do I do? Like, I make money. That's what I do. Like, it's a silly question. What do you want from me? Do you understand?
What's an
We're here for a
answer?
certain
What do you
purpose
want from
to
me?
help with the relationship.
What do you
that.
do?
If you can't do...
How is that a big deal? What the hell? God, this is... Chioms. Chioms, babe. You're... Wow.
The whole point is she's here, right? And I got her here. We've been together for 3 years.
you got me here.
No, well, not here
Okay.
specifically.
3 years is a long time. It's a long time. I feel like people have different perspectives, and lots of people will be asking, Chioma, and I feel like she's still there because it's an investment. 3 years, 3 years is not 3 weeks. That's 3 years of your life. I feel the babe is just like, so it's like, am I just going to throw this away? Like, so she's really fighting for her to have actually come on here and do this, like, So I feel like if you haven't been in a position or you've been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, you might not really get it. And that's why sometimes all these comments, I'm just like, you don't really get it unless you've been in a long-term relationship for you to understand. But it shouldn't be an excuse. If you're in a relationship and it's not working, and it's been, even if it has been 10 years, it's not working for you, it's not working for you. Don't let the time keep you there. But I'm just saying that I understand why she's still in this.
In terms of the journey, we've been together for a long time. I've managed to sustain our relationship financially, if that's the question you're asking.
No, I wasn't. I was simply wondering.
This guy actually has big ego issues. Like I don't know how he found that question offensive, because she was trying to know if just ask you what you do. Like,
without telling you too much, I literally work with high net worth individuals, influencers, celebrities, you name it.
I can't believe how Chioma has kept like a straight face in this thing. And I've just been like she must really be used to this nonsense. Oh God.
Has to be your way. This is a problem with you. Like, if it's not your way, it's the highway.
No, this is the problem with you. You don't keep the same energy.
These people are fire. And when it's like that, I mean, I feel like Chioma has backed down a bit because, she wants to make it work, which is usually what happens when the guy and the girl fire, because someone has to. That's why when people are like, oh, I'm a feminist, but I understand that logic that they can't be two captains, or they cannot be. Y'all are gonna clash. So it's that thing of mutual respect, where I respect you and I trust you enough to lead this ship well, and I know that you don't think I'm inferior because I'm letting you have your way, and that's kind of what has to happen, or less no one will give.
Okay, answer the question she asked us. What do we do together aside from work that is meaningful? Is that what you said?
Let me tell you what we do, right? Every 28 days, we have a couples review, right?
Oh,
so how the
hell.
couples review works is we...
Jesus. Is he... This is what I mean, that I'm actually hoping that he's messing with her, because how can that be your answer to what you guys do as a couple, that you have a couples review? Like, where's the love? Hey, fine babe like that, the hell?
If Max's man was doing something, he would just admit it's not that serious.
We're not going to do comparisons.
Max's boyfriend, we speak a lot,
still
as
going
you
on.
know. Wait, me and Max speak a lot, isn't it? Like, she told me that when she addresses a situation, he's able to acknowledge it and he just moves on. Do you get what I mean?
I couldn't care less about your friend's boyfriend, this and that. Whatever,
Well,
whatever.
maybe...
When I was like, oof, girl, I was on your side. But now, not so much. Don't ever compare your partner to another person's partner. That is very, very, very disrespectful, very childish, very ignorant. Like, if anything, put yourself in that. Imagine I'm here and then my partner is telling me, oh, so and so's girlfriend does this. First of all, are you actually telling me that? Like, what is my business? That's why I'm like, this guy is quite you can see that he's hurt, but he's still, that's a big no. Don't ever do that. That is extremely childish. I don't know, maybe because she said it's her first relationship. Even if, I mean, please, me and this guy are the same age, and like, being your first relationship, that's not an excuse. I don't really rate what people really tell me in terms of their relationship, because they cannot tell you everything. That's my own personal this thing. They can't tell you everything that's going on 100%, because there are different factors. Not that they're trying to hide, but maybe they don't want to face judgments, or they don't want you to have this. People don't really give you 100% of what's going on in the relationship. So I honestly don't really care. Like, what I see, I'm like, you don't know what's happening behind. So don't be rating on people, because that's not the full picture. They will never tell you the full picture. The only person that knows what's going on in the relationship is that person and their partner. Don't be fooled.
This is my best friend, so we speak a lot about our relationship. I'm an open person. Like, I'm happy to speak about our sex life. I'm happy to speak about...
I'm on the guy's side on this one. Like, best friend or not, even if you are, why are you letting him know that you are? Do you get me? Like, even if you, like, I mean, I know how girls tend to talk and we're free with each other, but like, why do you have to let him know that you're telling your best friend about everything? He even mentioned sex life, why are you telling him that? And she's telling him that because she's constantly comparing him. So
You know, it's just general chit chat. Like, why do you care
Yeah,
about what
why do you have
conversation
to
would
open your
matter?
mouth about
Why wouldn't he care though? Like, you're telling your friend about his stuff. That's what I'm saying. If you have to tell your friend, I understand how girls would want to like talk about things, and sometimes like the guys are just not, they just don't want to talk. Like, that's just how they think, and then you want to talk about it before you go crazy. You don't have to let him know that you're telling that, and whoever you're telling that information, please make sure that you really trust that person. And if you have to, and you have to like say certain things, but why are you now telling him? He's not going to like that, because that is your best friend. That's not his best friend. That's your own. He doesn't know that person. He knows that person through you. So obviously he's not going to be cool with the idea. So I don't really get her point as to why she's letting him know that. I don't know.
I think the question that you should be asking Chioma is, if she is getting into a relationship with a person like myself, I don't want to say bring to the table, but
What am I bringing to the table?
I'm not saying,
This question. Whew. Yeah, I don't fault anybody for being triggered with this question, because I feel like for this question to come up, something was not going all right. So maybe the girl was genuinely not bringing anything to the table, or the guy's on this wave where he's like a lot better, and what do you do? Do you understand? Like, oh, I can't afford everything you're doing, so what do you do? So I just feel like there's another way you can ask that. I feel like how that is formed, I just feel it's more of a sting.
Talking about me becoming a housewife, clearly, because you're talking about finances and me bringing
wrong with
something
that?
to the table. What's wrong with being a housewife?
I'm asking, it's a
Was
genuine question.
that the plan we had when we first met?
it's a genuine.
The fact that this question about whether she should be a housewife or not is still coming up after 3 years of being together. I'm a bit concerned. Like,
Question.
I don't want to be a housewife. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to be a housewife. I have a choice.
what's wrong with you?
Does that make sense? If I wanted to be a housewife, I would.
At the beginning of the relationship, in fact, no, before we got together, actually, he did buy me gifts. But now it's definitely dropped. I don't really get much.
Is that a problem for you?
Yeah, 100%. So at the start of the relationship, me and Jamil went on so many dates. He was treating me like a princess. We were going out on dates. He was buying me gifts. You know, we were spending a lot of quality time together. But now Jamil is the complete opposite.
Deborah's love language is a bit confusing sometimes. Me personally, I think it's wishy-washy. Like 1 minute it's giving gifts, next minute it's quality time. Like, I understand it could be both of them at the same time, but one thing is always outweighing the other. I don't mind it, but I'd rather like go towards the quality time right now, obviously because of my personal things I'm doing.
Okay, guys. Maybe just this one. In terms of what she just said, I don't fault her. People are different, and then if you started something, don't fault somebody when they still want you to continue. So even as people might fault her because she's talking about money, but it can be different. It can be, let's say you were giving me more quality time at the beginning, and now you're not, and then I have every right to complain, because that's not the vibe you gave me at first. That's not what won me over, and then now you have me, you've pulled back. So where it now comes in is after me explaining, and then you can now tell me, oh, I'm sorry, but right now I'm quite busy, but just know that when I'm done, like, that's where communication comes in. But like in this one, it's like, from what he said now, right now he would lean towards more quality time. You can obviously see that he's not there right now financially. Maybe he has other plans, and if she still cannot, and that's why I feel like that's where the childish thing comes in, or the fact that maybe they're not meant to be, because she's saying she still wants that same energy. So yeah, guys, that's just the reaction. This is episode 1. I think right now there are 3 episodes. I just wanted to do 1. I hope this video isn't even long. If you want me to do the episode 2 and episode 3, please let me know. I'm so sorry. I hope you could help hear me through these braces. I'm still trying to get used to them, and I hope I didn't sound like a child throughout. But yeah, I want to know, guys, what's your opinion on therapy? Would you ever take therapy? Not just relationship therapy, but like personal, like talk to someone. I do see the importance, especially like relationship therapy, because sometimes you need someone in the middle, like a mediator, to kind of make you guys communicate and actually understand one another without things like blowing up and everybody getting angry. I would actually love to do more videos like this. So if you have videos you want me to react to, or something that you feel like you want to get my opinion on, please let me know in the comments. If you're still here, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please click on the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.